Hello and good afternoon to everybody. You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and I have just a moment to take a break in between the time that I got Dad ready this morning and we got everything together. We took our Chinese herbs, we got that done, had some tea, and there's some stuff that I've been wanting to show you. Now, I'm gonna go on live whenever I can because uploading videos takes so long. So here's what's up. Here's what I need to catch up and tell you guys. Okay. So I have some new things that I've gathered from just around the house, and I want to show you how you don't really ever have to go out and buy things as long as you have the green Scott Cunningham book and the red Scott Cunningham book, Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs and Witchcraft, Wicca in the Kitchen. And if you have those two books, you can find things from all over your house to use for magic. So let's say you really wanted some mandrake root because the energies were for like this or that, right? You want mandrake root for a certain energy. Well, in the Green Book of Scott Cunningham's, it will also tell you, because starting at page 276, the magical intentions, all the different things that can do that. So let's say banana peel does the same things that mandrake root does. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you can't get your hands on a certain ingredient, don't let that deter you from doing your magical energy work. Now, whenever I kind of what I call blessing things in, I have a candle next to them and I just let it burn next to some things I've got going. So let's start with something that I forgot to mention on a couple of videos back when we did the poppets. Remember we did the herbal poppets? Well, I put them in paper bags and they're completely sprouted. Now one represents one person and one represents the other. And if you missed that poppet video, just go back like 5 videos. So I have the black candle that burned. Here's the reed. This is the female for the Hello, Heather. This is the reed on the wax for the female. And I'm just telling that to the person I did the working for. To you guys too. But if you want to see the wax reed, there it is. And then here is the poppet for the female. Now do you see how this potato is sprouted all over? Has eyes all over, and that's why I used it as a poppet, because it has eyes. I also stuffed it with petition papers for what we need, did some gossip work with the grapevine, okay? And now I'm going to plant the potato in the ground. Now you can either keep it in the paper bag because it'll just grow right through it, it's paper, or you can just plant it as is. And I'll probably just be planting as is, but see, these represent the eyes. And, you know, we have pins in the mouth to get her to stop gossiping. And I've pinned some certain herbs there. These ones, they numb. So if she speaks about this person again and tries to ruin her reputation, her mouth will become numb, okay? Not trying to hurt anybody, just trying to stop bad people in this world from hurting my friends. Okay. So, and the other poppet, if you want to see the wax reed on that. The other poppet represented the man. And we did chili peppers and pins in the mouth. Here's the eyes up here. It's all ready to grow. So when you plant this in the ground and it grows, this spell just gets so much more heightened and keeps going. So I'm actually planting a spell for a friend. Now, on the bottom of this poppet, I put a banana peel so that if he talks about her, he'll get slipped up and he'll be on a slippery slope. Meanwhile, I've got petitions in there saying what I want to happen. As this potato with the eyes grows into the earth and comes up into a plant, and it'll be beautiful. It's almost like you're making the situation that's so icky very beautiful after all. And it continues the working. Hey, Earthly! Earthly and Heather are here, that's great. So like I say, you can plant it right in the paper bag if you want, like for instance, if you didn't want someone to see this, you can put it in the paper bag, it'll grow right through. I will just be planting them as is, okay? So, next thing, oh, the wax reed. Here's the wax reed for the male. Yeah. That's that. And I did this for a TTW family member, but there's no need to say the name. I'm just helping out a friend. She knows who she is. So that's that. And now I want to show you a couple other things that I gathered from around the house. The to do workings with. So I found this apple in my mom's fruit dish and it had gone. So basically, I'm going to do an apple spell. And I'll probably do it for love and health for my family. However, go and watch my apple video because there's so many different ones you can do. Hi, Espen. So good to see you. So many things you can do with a whole apple, even if it's got some bad spots. And obviously we can't eat this. But remember, when you cut the apple open, it has the star, pentacle inside, and star of creation, I call it sometimes, because people don't like to hear the word pentacle. Pentagram, pentacle. Okay, this is probably my favorite thing that I got for a witchy magical ingredient. So my father needs hearing aids. And once he's done with his hearing aids, he just throws the batteries away because you can't charge them. I'm going to use these for communication workings because these actually helped somebody listen. Does that make sense? And when he said just throw them away, I thought, oh no, there's definitely energy in here. So I have 4 hearing aid batteries I'm keeping for workings. And over here, I've got some goat hair. If you look into, and you guys know the book I use for animals is this Beasties book. But if you look in here, you can find all different kinds of goat energies, and I did a video on goats, so you could check that out. Seashell, obviously, you could use for protection. You can grind it up and use as powders and workings and things. The boys that are here working, repairing one of the roofs, they smoke, and he smokes menthol. And that was my grandma's very favorite, was menthol. So I asked him for a cigarette, and he's like, you started smoking again? I said, no. He said, who's it for? I said, well, and he said, that's okay. So I'm going to give this menthol cigarette to my grandma's altar for her offering, which I'm quite excited about, and I can already feel she's excited about. Nobody else is leaving her cigarettes, I guarantee it. So anyway, next is my kitchen savings, and we've got dried grapevine. All of this I did without a dehydrator, right? So we've got dried grapevines that we did a grape video, go check it out. Onion skins, you burn these for riches. If you throw them away, you're throwing away your prosperity. So I always save my onion and garlic skins to burn. It smells gross, but just do it outside in your cauldron. I save my tomato tops from the fresh tomatoes we grow on the porch because when they are not dried, they are a 5-point star. And so I've been saving tomato tops to put into workings as a replacement of like a whole star anise. You know how we want to put a whole star anise in there for protection? My intuition tells me this will do the same thing. Absolutely. And now we've got some, I'm doing all of this without a dehydrator. This is a banana peel I just hung up in the air on a piece of wire, and it's almost all the way dried, but these are ready to store. They're good to go. So again, I'm trying to do things without a dehydrator to show you guys, can we do it, you know? Loads and loads of eggshells, as we eat lots of breakfast here, but very special, we got duck eggshells. So again, if you're wanting to know the difference between the energies of chicken and duck eggs, you can use this book. I mean, it doesn't specifically say, here's duck egg and chicken energy, but you look up those 2 things, and, you know, you can kind of make your own way. Next, we've got some avocado skins, excellent for fertility workings. The avocado in general is so amazing for fertility. I know 3 people personally who have done workings to get pregnant, and within 2 months been pregnant. It's insane. So, and the lastly, but not leastly, we've got some cherry stems. And we did a video on cherry, so you could check that out. And I think that is it. But I really just wanted to show you guys, like, you know, if you can't manage, mandrake's hard to get your hands on, the European mandrake. I'm getting really stingy with mine, because the source I had before, which I don't share, the source I had before only has American mandrake now. So I've got a couple people lined up that I'm talking to. I just have to find somebody that I trust. You know. So, yeah, I mean, out of all these things, the most thing I'm excited about, and I think is the most creative, is the hearing aid batteries that have been used. It's kind of like using like when you're doing a road opener oil, you need to use a key that's been used to open a door. I might do some workings for my dad for hearing. Yeah, I might do some workings for his hearing. And that would be like a direct energy. So just coming on real quick to tell you guys a few things. So good to see Espen in the chat and Heather, and I'm glad you guys are friends. I mean, we're of course keeping up this beautiful community, and I thank you guys for being here. As soon as I get the trailer, I'm gonna be doing a video with you guys. Like, it's on the way now. She's driving it here now, so it should be here within the next 20-30 minutes. I can't imagine. So I know we're popping on and doing a lot of little live streams, but it's way too hard for me to upload videos, and because it takes away the use of my phone. I uploaded one yesterday, though. I've been still trying to do daily videos. Again, thank you to my patrons. You're at this point putting food in my belly. So I'm very, very gracious and very thankful. And I have so much gratitude for every single thing in my life. I don't want to start crying, so I'm going to go. Have a really beautiful day, guys, and I'll see you in a little while after we get the trailer put into the spot. Okay. All my love to you all my blessings, and I can't wait to see you later. Kiss, kiss, ta.